Kia ora, Taurus. This is your reading for this new moon in Gemini. It's the 29th today while I record these readings. So that new moon technically is the 30th tomorrow. So let's see what's going on. General readings, very general. Take what may resonate for you and leave whatever doesn't. Do look at your ascendant Venus, moon and Jupiter as well, just for a clearer overview. So let's see, Taurus. There's the wheels are in motion. We've got the Three of Discs. It is a card about building, building, whether it's literally building something, working with others, collaborative efforts, relying on others to a point, or others are involved. Group efforts as much as your own. Success comes through being very clear here. We've got the Queen of Swords, wonderful queen, takes no prisoners, but clear and discerning. Clear and discerning. This is a good place to be in. Excuse me, the Three of Discs is a wonderful card because it indicates that we understand how we're going to be moving forward from this point, especially with that Queen in there, adding extra sort of X-ray vision to the situation for you, Taurus. So let's just see. Added X-ray vision. We've got look, I think that, maybe you're dealing with the situation where there's been possibly a level of some disappointment maybe in the past, or I kind of get, well, not so much disappointment, but a sense of something being unfair. But we'll go through and clarify. We've got the Three of Swords. We understand what the Three of Swords is. We've got the Moon, which conceals, reveals, spurs us on, shifts, the general energy around. I say of luck, just what I get. Two of Wands. We see what is within our authority and what is within our domain here as well. Interesting. I didn't expect all those cards to come out. So we'll just get one more and then we'll go through and clarify. So it's sort of like a process of building. We get the Death card. There's a transformation. I would suggest there's some transformation that's sort of either been kicked off by a collaborative effort, or some kind of like there's a newness to it. There's a newness to the way that you're going about how you do what you do. Taurus is what I get from this. Let's have a look and clarify. Things seem to be moving very quickly at the moment. I don't know why I've felt that for a long time, that things move really quickly and then suddenly they just stop and then quick stop. It stops and starts, isn't it? Two of Discs. Oh my God! There's a mouse under my car. I can just see it coming. My goodness, Taurus. there's no rubbish out there. There is foliage that I was going to take to the dump today. Oh my God. Taurus. 3 of discs. Poor little mouse. It's got to go. It's got to be somewhere, doesn't it? But, right. Taurus. So, 9 of Cups has been coming a lot in these readings. Oh dear, I might just have to do something about that. 9 of Cups, 9 of Discs. This is a card of great independence. Look, what I see here is that you're in a really good position socially. Actually, you've got a lot of support. You've got a lot of people around you. You're feeling, it's independence, metaphor for the garden of the soul, really, this 9 of discs. We've also got strength. Somewhere in this process, you've figured things have shifted, like you've understood certain differences. I mean, differences in terms of different parts of your brain, how you can utilize. Sometimes things may appear as a weakness, but in fact, as a self-critique kind of thing, some things may appear as a weakness, but in fact, they're your greatest strength. I just get that from these. And then we have the 3 of Cups. It's a card of celebration. I do see a really good, there's some sort of good development happening for you, Taurus. And I'm not saying it's not been easy to get to that point. No, it's not. We get the Queen of Swords to clarify. Hello, the Queen of Swords. We've had to be very discerning. We've had to really embody a kind of objectivity that may not feel that comfortable to us, Taurus. Can we get one more card for? And in some ways, there's and you're doing new things. In some ways, there's a not a culling of people, but you're understanding, sort of going through not understanding, but ascertaining, who you want to actually give your energy to, what you want to give it to. You've done a review of that. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the 2 Queens of Swords. We get this experimental and really boundary kind of pushing character, the Page of Wands, and also the 2 of Discs. Pardon me. So at this current time, keeping a balance while there's a lot of movement going on around you, a lot of movement. A lot of things are shifting and changing. But in all of this, I mean, it's really busy. It's a really busy sort of storyline here. It's not only busy in your external world, but it's been incredibly busy in your own mind. So I just want to look at this 2 of Wands. Yeah, because you see, in the past, that 9 of Swords has sort of, a level of incessant worry will hold you back. will fuel the fear flames, you know. But you've realised this. With the Two of Wands, you realise what you've got control over, what is within your domain. And I do believe that you really understand this. You can see it. It's as if a perspective or something has shifted in order for you to see that. Oh, hang on. So, out of all of this, there does come a transformation. And let's just see. Let's have a look at the moon, because the moon's, well, you know, the moon's represents that unconscious mind, that maybe we're becoming a little bit more conscious of things, aspects of ourselves. This is what strength really is all about. So, the moon. There's a sort of impulsive energy. This is quite confusing because I'm getting too many cards coming out, really. Knight of Wands and the Queen of Discs. I do see you here as the Queen of Discs. You might be dealing with someone who's slightly on and off, maybe a little bit reactionary instead of being, not instead of being, but reactionary. And a bit hot off the, like, ready to, like, impulsive, I guess is the word I'm trying to find. Which in the past is, you know, possibly that's caused a level of sorrow. It's just, sometimes it's a bit much. This is a whole new cycle. So we get the world. We get the world. I was looking at that Three of Swords, you know, the heart, pain. It's loss, it's grief. It's grief. It's all of that stuff. And I don't know whether I'm repeating myself, but I do feel like it is at this current time. This indicates that you are about to begin a new cycle. I mean, you've got death. The death keeps coming up. Transformation. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's something to be proud of. Transformation. So we get this World card. It says, yes, we understand. We've understood. Actually, we've overcome quite a few things here. We're ready to start a new cycle. So let's look at the Death card, please. It's only going to bring you through this doorway. As I say, a new cycle, dear Earth sign, Taurus. You get to walk through the doorway of the Ace of Abundance. And in some ways, to me, that particular ace really does sort of remind me of like dreams coming true. I mean, in a material sense, in a really physical way for you, Taurus. So, oh, look, what shall we look at? This, there's just so many cards here. We'll just get a few cards. We don't need to look at anything, do we? In particular, just a few cards from Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy Oracle. God, I can't believe I saw that. I think it was a rat. You know, humans have a funny relationship with rats, don't we? I think it's in our genetic memory or something, this rat thing. There's nothing out there that's, I don't know, maybe trying to get warm or nesting for the winter. Right. Taurus, Geo the Slow. If we have three cards here that just sums up something on a very surface level, because that's the only way I can look at this. If you know, if it was like a personal reading, it'd be a whole different kind of thing. But well, it wouldn't necessarily be different, but it would be more in depth. We get Geo the Slow. Look, you've got great faith, a great ability to have faith in the process by which you do the things that you do. So that's a wonderful thing. Because if you're putting undue pressure on yourself all the time, then nothing comes of that except a lot of torment and difficulty. What you understand, Taurus, is, or what you have understood with Epona's wild daughter, this is about going back into the past, yes, into maybe some of those dark corners in your own head. But you have done that successfully, because we see the Strength card. It indicates that you have been quite adept at that at this time. And then, which I think is gorgeous, we get Sylvanus, god of the forest, who takes down the mask of truth to reveal the truth. So there's this sort of paradoxical nature to this card, but we see this sacral chakra there, this sort of thread cord thing that connects us to others, that is the way that we relate to others and that we give and receive from others. We understand that maybe there's been a shift within that recently, or around this sort of eclipse time, you know. So it's pretty amazing, Taurus. Excuse the interruption of the wildlife outside. Let's see. With the art oracle cards, which are really light-hearted, and I really am enjoying them. We've got two cards. I'm going to read them both. We had Vincent come out, I think, for Sagittarius, or maybe not. Excuse me. If committed, stay committed. Vincent Van Gogh. Posthumous recognition requires a paper trail. Like, use the daylight to face the night. And we have Pierre Mondrian as well. Logic should come from the heart. That could not be. Look at this. In some ways, those two queens. True simplicity takes a lot of concentration. Find utopia in a straight line, Taurus. So I hope you got something out of that reading today. And of course, it is the new moon. It is about planting new seeds, and I think probably we've all been doing that, possibly in a sporadic way over the last sort of couple of months. So let's see what comes of it. So take good care over this time, Taurus, and we'll see you again soon. Ka kite, bye.